Hello everybody, my name is Lumo, and hey, guess what? I'm still really good at doing one of these a week. That's a lie, it's been like 3 since the last one. Either way, welcome back to the Lump Report, number 2. So, we're gonna be going over a couple things today, but I wanted to get some cliff notes out of the way as to why this one's going to be so much shorter than the last one. Not much has changed on the job front, so that is what it is. So there's no need to talk about it here today. That'll only bring down the mood of the video, and that mood is of progress, which is extremely important to look at, accept, and enjoy in moderate doses. So the footage behind you right now is just a little bit of a fire fishing. You'll be seeing it later at the end. So let's get right into this game footage, shall we? Now, the first thing that you're gonna notice is this glowing orbs, and they look a lot like engrams from Destiny. That's intentional, and it's a placeholder model. So now in Minigame Monthly, you can pick up items. They're randomly generated. I don't know why I programmed that, but I did. All of those are unique individual weapons with their own individual stats, etc. The flaming ones are exotics, basically. That's the easiest way I can put it in a way that doesn't convolute or spoil what I'm trying to do. I have no use for this randomized loot system. This one I did have use for. Anything that spawns from that circle is from a loot table. Now I cleared all of them out because there were just so many, so now we're gonna pop it again. And you can notice there's, you know, just a couple here, a lot of good ones, a lot of blue ones are not so good. But the thing is those are all from a drop table where I get to set everything about them. So that allows me to make specific loot drop in very specific circumstances, which is extremely important. And here I was actually looking for a very specific one that my random name generator spat out, but I wanted it really bad. The Tuna of Sploona. Don't ask me why I love that name so much, but I do. I tightened up the jumping so it feels a lot better. Now you actually have a very, very consistent, like, jump to your arc and a very consistent weight, which will go a long way in platforming. The next step for platforming controls, as it were, was actually to make it so you slide down stiff slopes like this, but instead of it being like, where it's like that, where it's, you know, you're still stuck in a falling animation, it converts to like a sitting animation with IK so it matches the slope. Next up, here's some spline tools that I've been working on. These, they're not done yet. This one is for ivy leaves. You can customize the parameters, how far, how deep, how thick, etc., and the number of leaves. This is part of an automatic ivy generator that I've wanted for a while, but I'm too cheap to pay $40 for. Here's another spline mesh. This one scales the further down you go with more points. It's not really visible in the video. Take my word, you can see I'm examining it like Nani. But that is actually because I grabbed the wrong one in the stack. I grabbed the test one. So next up is my portfolio project. This is basically almost done once I finish out this last bit of tech art and add 2 or 3 more small props that I can bang out in under an hour. Basically small things like candles and whatnot. But this is the temple scene, and you better get used to this. This is an early version, but this is actually going to be used in Minigame Monthly to get from challenge to challenge. So I do hope that you enjoy what you're looking at here, because we're going to be seeing it a lot. I've made this scaled to the point where 8 people can comfortably stand around the door as I get it open to get to the challenges. Which is the big thing, because, you know, with 8 people in total, it's going to get a little bit crowded. I'm really proud of the store texture. But you might be wondering, what about your mobile game? Well, here it is. So what happens now is you can now click, Brock's break, etc. I'm shockingly proud of that still. But now you can get auto damage, which goes on the frame rate of your device, and basically that breaks the boxes for you, and now it generates items that you can equip on your heroes. That functionality isn't in yet, and this is clearly placeholder art. If you see, except the chicken nugget, I might keep that. But the thing is, basically these are the same as the other randomized item generator. They basically have stats, who they can be equipped on, etc., etc. All very basic things. But it's the building blocks of the game that make the game amazing. So, here's looking forward to the mobile game, and here's the hoping it's as successful as we all want it to be. Now, streaming this week, stream schedule should be completely normal, streaming hopefully tonight. If not tonight, then we're streaming tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday. Friday we're going to be streaming a little bit longer because I'll be celebrating my birthday with all of you. That's right, I am 24 as of this Thursday. I am 24 and I still live with my parents. Oh, I thought I said this video wasn't going to get depressing. But yeah, no, so Thursday is my birthday and I'm kind of excited about it. I've got some plans in the works with a couple of people. I've set a 10-year plan, a 5-year plan, and I'm working on the 2-year plan currently to get to where I want to be. But that's gonna come in a lot of weird, interesting, and varied ways for you guys. And I'm really excited, actually. I think things are gonna, you know, kind of start going our way a little bit more. I think I've reached that point of post-college where I realize what I have to do to succeed. And what I have to do is not stuff that I'm going to like, but I will like the result. Sometimes it's not about the journey, it is about the end. You know, life is about the journey, not the destination. This is very much about the destination. Because getting there is going to take a lot of work. When I can explain more things in detail, I will explain more things in detail, but I'm excited. Reminder that the criteria for me returning back to making actually entertaining YouTube content is I have to have a job that can support me, that allows me to move out of my parents' house, and Minigame Monthly has to be in a playable spot. That is the big one. Playable spot. Because I want to come back with Minigame Monthly in full swing. I want to come back in a way that blows all your minds and makes you go, that wait was worth it, instead of, who the fuck is this guy? So, as always, my name has been Lumo. Thank you for being patient once again, and hopefully I'll see you next week.